Boundaries. It is easy to say yes to too many things in our busy world. By default, when we do, we say no to other activities and are forced to put some deeds on the back burner. We don't always intend to neglect areas of our lives, but it happens, and we can reflect upon and change our behavior. Let's examine our thinking patterns, including our decision-making habits. Would you commit to being more curious about your thinking patterns? You may say yes to things you don't value, and although you greatly value your relationship with God, your busy schedule may create a wall that prevents closeness. When I get busy, okay, this is my life, so perhaps I should say, on Tuesday, I will think like this: I don't have time to go to lunch with friends. On a bad day, I'll even get a bit jealous of someone else when I see a post where friends are socializing. I'll think, must be nice to have time for friends. I have learned to be curious about my feelings, seeing that my feelings reveal my values. We value friendship if we're jealous of people who have time to hang with friends. If we're envious of people who have a happy marriage, sarcastically saying, they're in the honeymoon stage, it reveals that we value and desire a strong marriage. Too often, though, we live jealous when we can take our thoughts captive and make them obedient to Christ. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Let's look at Jody's situation. If Jody feels jealous of another couple's marriage, she can take that thought to God, bringing him into the negative spaces in her marriage. What may be revealed is that she feels stuck in her marriage and doesn't know how to communicate her needs to her husband, and it has put a barrier between the two of them, one she doesn't know how to remove. Thankfully, God knows our deepest thoughts and needs and will help us if we invite Him into the middle of our positive and negative spaces. Extra credit. What negative spaces are most difficult for you to bring to God? Talk about this with a loved one. Push yourself to create habits that will invite God into your relationships.
We destroy every proud obstacle that keeps people from knowing God. We capture their rebellious thoughts and teach them to obey Christ. The Lord knows people's thoughts. He knows they are worthless.